Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading for February 2026. As always, it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascendant Masters, light beings, spirit guides, any animal spirit guides you might have, and ancestral guides, and also dragon cards. Okay. Right, Cancer, let's see what's going to... Sorry, I'm not going to take three. We'll just see what's going to jump out with the center here. We're first of all looking at what you're doing at the moment, or an energy that you might be feeling into. Wow, the beautiful Ten of Pentacles. So perhaps you have family and friends around you, or you're involved in a project. Maybe you're creating a legacy, or both. Okay, there could be something that's, or maybe things are just generally humming along nicely at the moment. Let's have a look here, Cancer. We'll just see if there's another energy that's going to come in here for you. Right, there we go. One has flipped, and we're going to grab the Two of Cups. So there's either something or someone that you are tuning into at the moment, and it's feeling really abundant, and it's going to lead to abundance. Okay. Which is really positive. That's a really nice way to start your reading here, Cancer. Let's see also if there's some underlying themes. There's some underlying themes that are going to come out. Well, we have two cards, and your underlying themes are to do with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So, wow. This could talk about travel, some messages coming in. Two Knight cards. This is very unusual. I don't think I've ever pulled two Knight cards together. So Knight of Wands is sometimes about physical action. So maybe you're doing, you're very active at the moment, and maybe you are also active in the way of whatever it is that you're doing. You're bringing love, care and attention and your creativity and spirituality to the project, or whatever it is that you're doing, or also to the relationship, if this is someone that you've just or that you've been with for a while, or someone that you've just met. So yeah, these are really, I just want to make sure they are both Knights. Yes, they are. So literally fire and water. So maybe at the moment, Cancer, you might also be feeling like you're running hot and cold, which is not a bad thing. It can mean that maybe you're moving from creative flow zone into, oh, now I've got to do something active, physical, work-wise or whatever. So maybe you're kind of really integrating this water element into what you're doing. Let's have a look at something recent that's happened here, Cancer. What's happened recently that's kind of sparked this. The Knights are also, they can be a learning energy, but they're very motivated, okay? You're probably feeling really motivated at the moment. On task, you're feeling probably pretty driven. Okay, that was a bit of a tricky, twisty flip. Wow, Ten of Cups. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups in your reading, Cancer. So this is, your emotional fulfillment, and none other than the Nine of Wands. And I think there's also an element of perhaps fatigue, or there's something here that you're defending. Maybe it is this, this right to your Ten of Cups, or maybe it's like, you're holding out here. You go, okay, I'm working hard on my Ten of Cups. Okay, and maybe this is what the energy that you're in at the moment. You can see that Ten of Cups there, and you are putting in the hard yakka. Like I said, you're fairly driven at the moment. Let's see what you're hoping for. And I think recently you've been working fairly intensely. Right, you're hoping for things to chill out a little bit in the future, because things are pretty full on at the moment. Let's have a look. Okay, well, that's fascinating. The Three of, well, this is bizarre because I've just pulled another Ten of let's go with, I guess, the Three of Swords jumped out first. This is healing, okay? So I think you're looking to move towards I guess, a better blend of the, the air and the water element, the heart and the mind. And, you're probably looking to, I can't not grab this because the Nine of Pentacles came out as well, which is to do with, this of you working hard, putting it in here, and you're going to reap the rewards. But I think there's some healing that you're going through in the process. And I think this whole thing that you're doing here, or this relationship, or this connection with something that, is really dear to you, Two of Cups, it's going to be ultimately healing. It's going to lead to peace, tranquility, and this beautiful Nine of Pentacles here. So, sustainability, it's going to lead to abundance, peace, harmony, balance for you. Okay, sixes that talk about harmony as well. And this is what you're hoping for. You're really hoping that this thing's going to work out. Okay. And here we have the Knight of Cups. So doubled up on that energy. So this is, I think trusting that whatever it is that you're doing here, you are bringing love, care, and creativity into whatever it is that you're doing, okay? You are activating that part of yourself. But it could also be that others are going to really appreciate what you do and they're going to express that, okay? And it could be talking about like within the relationship as well. So maybe someone might be really expressing their gratitude and their love and care for you, okay? Let's see what else is going to come out here. That Knight of Cups does not look like he's moving very quickly, but he's definitely bringing in a gift or, creativity. Two of Swords. So, this thing that you're doing, you may question it at times, okay? You might question it and go, is this relationship or is this project, really what I want to be doing? Am I undecided about it? Am I on the fence? Yeah. Let's have a look at a challenge here. But I really like that Cheshire Cat there. It's a little bit like, the higher self or the inner wisdom sort of coming in there. And sometimes Two of Swords talks about slowing down. So if you feel you need to slow things down, then you might need to do that. So this is a couple of challenges. So we first of all got the Six of Cups, and the World has flipped out as well in the deck. I think the Six of Cups came out in the challenge for someone else just now. So basically, Cancer, I think that this could be a challenge for you to move into your inner child and for you to really kind of maybe in some ways acknowledge that your inner child energy is indeed going to lead you into this beautiful World card, this balance of freedom, responsibility, and sort of enlightenment as well. So it could be that if people around you are not tuning into their inner child and are not availing themselves of the beautiful well of creativity and, inspiration, spirituality, that is sort of within activating that inner child, particularly if you're moving through inner child healing and you've got to a point where you know what your inner child is wanting to do and how to be in the world, then this is going to be really good. But this could be a challenge for you to kind of really see that and to feel into it, okay? And to keep trusting it. This is very similar reading to Taurus we just had. It's about a lot of what we're needing to do is to trust ourselves as we move into these higher frequencies, to trust that our inner child is that source connected, and that, the inner child is a big thing, okay? Very creative, very, let me just grab some spirit guidance for you now, Cancer, okay? Let's see, we're going for time. Yep, we're good. Okay, so Two of Swords. We're going to grab a couple of other cards as well. Interesting thing, Two of Swords has come out twice. So to just be wary of second guessing yourself. Okay, but you will be using your intuition, and maybe you do need to do that more. Maybe you need to go into meditation, tune into spirit guides and things like that. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. Right, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So this kind of flows fairly nicely, okay? Because things are changing so much at the moment, and there's a lot of, like we said, you're really motivated at the moment, okay? You're putting it in. You're doing these two Knights energies. This is like, go. We're moving forward with this. You know, you're doing it, Cancer. You're doing it. And this is what it's feeling like, okay? And there could be times where you're like, what the F? How is this ever going to work? Because I'm not going to be able to keep up this pace. You know, that could be, you know, maybe you're having doubts about that. But the interesting thing here is that Three of Wands is that you're going to get to a point where you are going, okay, you've done the basics, you've done the foundation, you kind of know the lay of the land, so to speak. If this is a project or a relationship, you know, you put in the time, and you're kind of just going, okay, let's just take a moment here and just consider what the next phase is going to be, and that, you know, to sort of this self-belief of like, you know, you do have what it takes here, Cancer, to move into the next phase. I'm just being guided to look at the bottom of the deck for some reason. 10 of Swords. Yep, something's wrapping up. So this is, you know, like a new thing. King of Pentacles. So you're going to be moving into more abundance. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this could be something that's holding you back too, like a perception of lack. Okay, whereas you are not lacking here, Cancer. You have this, you know, you have almost like the love of your life, or there's something like a project. It's like, it feels like it's your baby, or, you know, like a person that you're really, really close to, that you feel, you know, is going to be, that you're in this for the long haul. Okay, that's something that's just come through as well. Four of Swords. Yes, Spirit's saying, take a rest. Okay, if you need to rest and just to allow everything to settle, that's going to be really helpful as well. Really powerful reading here for you, Cancer. But, you know, this, you know, sitting on the fence, you know, it might be a time that if you can be aware of when you're going into self-doubt, is to really just do a Four of Swords moment. You know, just take some rest and go, okay, I'm having one of those moments. I need to just change my environment, change my frequency, do something else for a little bit, so that I can just regroup, okay? Because Two of Swords has come up twice here, but you have a lot of fire, a lot of movement, a lot of moving forward as well. Yeah, so beautiful World card as well. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful, Cancer. Look forward to our next one. I think we'll wrap it up there. Have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.